Hello, it's Original MaRul, and welcome back for some more FTB Interactions Remastered. Last time I was kind of dawdling around waiting for my life essence to tick up. Should be 1,000,000 now? Yes. So we can go do the Ritual of Falling Tower. See if I can get some thorium finally. But as I was explaining before stream, or on the early stream chat, I was kind of out of it last stream, and one of the reasons was I didn't know where I was going to go from just getting the thorium. And I realized it's the part I hate. I get weirdly attached to my early builds, and it's time to let the early factory go. Because when we upgrade to AE, it's better just to start over. And the main reason is I'm going to be able to set up better production with AE. I'm going to be able to use space differently. It's going to require different connecting. And it's just a big enough of a tech upgrade that it's better just to start over at a new area. So my main focus of this is, besides getting the thorium and getting that processing, is figuring out a new place to build. The new factory. And the thing is, the new factory, I think, is going to pull everything together. So how I've had, like, the magic area, the farming area, and the factory area. Now the new base is it's going to be a mega base, pretty much. I'm upgrading from satellite facilities to a mega base. Kind of using the Factorio setting. Because this is what happens in Factorio when you get robots. It changes the layout of everything. You go from belts and trains to trains and robots. And it's such just a paradigm shift in Factorio that you basically have to do the same thing. And that's kind of what's happening in this pack. I need to do the next thing. This hasn't... I mean, I guess nothing processes while I'm offline, so it's not like the base needs essence. Okay, so from here, see if I can do this. Let's summon our first meteor. If I remember correctly, I think it lands above. We'll see. Or it lands right on top of me. I don't have my climbing gloves on. Which bag did I put them in? There we are. Thorium. Yeah, it just utterly decimated the island. Funny. And that's why I didn't do it in the base, because I knew if it was going to have a weird issue, it was going to be like this. All I got back for ritual stones. Okay, now I think I remember why people do certain things the way they do. I actually hit a lapis vein. That's funny. Um, okay, so I think I remember what I messed up here. It hits the first structure it finds, or when it lands, it hits the first thing it gets. And for me, that was the ground under at the bottom of the ritual. I think all of this just turns. I can just. So what I should have done was had like a sacrificial plate above the ritual to keep the ritual intact. Okay, I'll have to remember that for next time. But this is something I needed to test to figure out how to set this up. Did waste all that ritual stone though. But I got a decent amount of thorium. Use the blue bag. Put those away. Yeah, didn't even get my mastered ritual stone back. Oh well, that was me not remembering how to do this correctly. Well, let's get this mine down. The only thing I really want from this is the thorium. I don't think I need the sand, and I definitely don't need any of the infused stone. Thing I'm after is the thorium, and then from there I just need radon production. Which, if I remember correctly, once you get it started, radon production pretty much is self-contained, especially once you get the chicken. There was something in the sand ore, but I can't remember what. Phosphor I'm already getting. And you can partially automate this. The problem is you have to have, like I said, a sacrificial like area over the ritual, and then you have to have a way to mine it. Which I think most people use like a digital miner or a builder. And you can kind of see that if I didn't go for the infinite production of things, this is a decent resource production. Because you got sulfur, you've got the phosphate ore, I can't remember the sand off the top of my head. I don't want to get distracted while I'm trying to clean this up. But the whole reason I did all this work was just for the thorium. The only way to get uranium until you go to space. Sorry, until you can warp in space, I should say. Because I've already gone to space, but I can't warp around. Leave a giant hole in the ocean here, I think. I should have probably got sponges. I might still do that. Yeah, I'm almost to the bottom of it. Oh, pitch blende. Or uranium ore. Over here. Almost got it all. There we go. I think that's all the meteor. About one piece of sand, Bashanite sand. There you go. Because that's that ore vein that it hit. Well, that island's gone. Anything? Guess double check the base platform is still running. Yep. Big things is radon production and ender star production, or another star. I think those are the two main resources I need to be producing right now. I'm in pitch blend. Granite blend. Yeah. So you can turn thorium into uranium ore. Lead, thorium, night. All pile of uranium. This does have a much different production. And there's different stuff you kind of get out of it. I hate when I did it. I don't know why there's a button that does that. Okay. What do I get if I turn it into uranium ore? Uranium 238. Just extra uranium 238. Refuge. So this is where I get the plutonium, which is the big thing. Because without plutonium, I can't make radon. Because I need I need 8 plutonium before I can even start radon production. Yeah, can't get normal plutonium ore. Oxidized ferric sand, that's on a planet that I haven't been to yet. Because I think, yeah, this is this is either on Aurelia or what's the other one? Euclides. Which I can't get to yet because I need radon. Okay, so the main way to get plutonium for me is this centrifuge process. From normal plutonium dust. The question is, do I get more? Is it the actual process here? Okay, I think this is the main. So I can turn thorium into a small pile of uranium. But the question is, do I get more as thorium or do I get more as uranium? Yeah, there isn't any ore doubling. So it's either 2 with a chance or chance of uranite. Fluoride. Can't get the nuclear reactor yet. Depleted hexafluoride. So a bucket of depleted I can get the uranium out of. Do I do with enriched? Okay, enriched can also get the uranium out. That's basically 1-to-1. But it takes 3 uranite to make a bucket. I think uranium is the way to go. Do I get out of pitch blend? Pitch blend urine. So actually, yeah, pitch blend is the worst thing to do. But if I need to, I can get extra uranium from it. And otherwise, I think it's just better to go uranium. I do. Starlight transfusion or transmutation. I can't use liquid starlight in a bath. So in-world transmutation. Much better to turn it into uranium. Oh, my suit's pretty damaged. Also, I need to check on that other piece that I started. Might have leggings, too. Yep. Even more armor. those pools filling. Yeah, I almost have a system for mana. I just got up. I think that might be part of the new build. Gonna throw the armor. Spacesuit armor down there. So. How do I do that? How do I do in-world starlight transmutation? Best way to automate it. Funny is the best way to do this is not to purify it. Purify it, all you get is lead out. I don't need lead. So let's see. Rough calculations. I'd say what? Per block of thorium, I get 2 thorium dust, 3-ish uranite. Thanks. Double checking that thorium can get me 1/4 of a pile of uranium dust. Thorium doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's just better to turn it into uranium. Okay. In-world transmutation. Drawbridge. It's actually a weird idea. It's a sticky piston in a mana pool. See if I can get my hands on like 4 drawbridges. I have an interesting idea, like the mana pools. Have any sticky pistons on me? Yep, more than enough. Yep. Because the thing that I've shown with the mana pools is that drawbridges can literally take an in-world item and pick it up for you. Super easy. If I can do that with these, that'll be interesting. I need to step away for just a minute, and then we'll get started on this. All right. Let's see here. I think I got some space over here. I can do it. I'll need access to the collector crystal. Let's see. Like here. Get out a wrench so I can turn these around. Out of barrels. I'll just use 2 chests. Item conduit, filters. No, thing. Insert, but I want to have this set to uranium ore. $38, isn't it? Might as well just stick them both in here. These to like 4. See if I can get that to work. Do the initial ones manually. I just realized that. I'm going to need some sort of logic for this. Okay, good. I do have a lens here. Or is it the linking tool, not the resonator wand? I was trying to link it through the lens, but that works too. I need redstone conduit. I can't shift yet. During this weird loading, I can interact with my inventory, but I guess I don't. It's like I don't have a physical body. There we go. I have some redstone conduit. Counter, logic gate, timer. Place. Lever for now. No, input green. Okay, that works. I need these to always extract. So that empties out the uranium ore. Currently on, no, it's off. Need a delay. You need to do that. Turn that to red. Oh, insert on red. There, that should keep it from bouncing around. Thorium out. This is basically why you go chemical bath over in-world transmutation. Okay. I was worried about it's filling them up again, but what does that do? I retract. Guess, actually, I should be using the advanced drawbridge, shouldn't I? Well, trying to make these ones work. Good work. Because the whole thing of Starlight Infusion is it's a block location. Because it's daylight. Or am I using too much power? Because these are more powerful at night. I do probably need to make myself a celestial crystal with better stats. And just trying to make do with this basic collector crystal you get early on. Okay, looks like we do have to go to break here. And then we'll be back. I get a good view of the production. Okay. Yep, it's turned into uranium. It just took a while. Yeah, that's what I thought. So now it's chock. It's stuck full of thorium when it shouldn't be. Take these out. Yeah, basically I need to build a logic circuit that cycles this. And then I have to put some sort of clock on it. There we go. Didn't have it connected. Yeah, I think I can use... It's easy to just use this main signal with a delay. Because I need to wait till it pulls it all back in to switch them out. Fastest delay. So I think it looks like the advanced drawbridge allows you to use a different block for every slot, where the basic drawbridge is just one material all the way across, which works for this. Oh, that was fast. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah. uh, redstone signals. If I switch this to inverted, active without redstone signal on red. But I need what is it called? The name for the redstone thing that slows down. Not relay. Delay. Repeater. Of course I don't have redstone repeater taught. I get that. I think I can just do this with like a redstone torch and a timer. We all need a sequencer. Because I'll need at least a clock. I need a delay on this signal. And I need is a flip-flop. Now this should be inactive. If I take this out. Good. Is this a long enough of a delay? Like, flick this off. Oh, I need to change the... I gotta change how the drawbridges act. I need them in toggle mode. I keep getting blocked by thorium, so they can't retract. I'm close. Turn off extract for now. Okay, these are empty. Close. I don't know if I need a longer delay. Oh, did that just return them? That shouldn't have. Or no, I have it. Yeah, that does return it. Yeah, I just don't think it's fast enough. Why are these back to delay 4? Back to insert. Goes. Drive this functional. Blue gem. That's another mana pylon. One less nether star that I need. Really look. I've got this rock crystal ore. Really look at growing some more crystals. There we go. Now they're following me. Yeah, I got a decent amount. Alright, not that. 9, 10, 11, 15. Not bad. Leave that. Instantaneous. Okay, so that's the problem I'm having. These get filled up way faster than these retract. This delay needs to be much longer. Get some crystals started. It's crazy that that's not enough of a delay. The RF Tools has a better one, I believe. Because it's the closest thing I have to Project Red in this pack. Counter lock gate. Digital wire. Timer. Will not get in there. I kind of wish I had Project Red. But no, I don't. So Project Red was is based on one of the first mods to minimize redstone. Like turn pretty much they used the Minecraft pattern and made logic gates and stuff. What I kind of need is like a state cell or a pulse lengthener. Basically, Project E is electronics, or Project Red is electronics, electronic logic. Now, RF Tools does an okay job, but it's not exactly what I need. I get or lens stuff. Onto my crystals, because each blue crystal at least is basically the equivalent of another star for some recipes. Okay, so let's see. What do I have at my disposal? I have Factory Manager. That could help automate this. Pretty much replace all the conduit. Yeah, I think I gotta go Factory Manager. Finally dip into it. So Factory Manager, or so it's called Super Factory Manager these days, but it used to be Steve's Factory Manager from the creator of the. It's the same mod author that made a mod called Steve's Carts, which was basically cart machine, the earliest version of cart machine. Like you see the craziness the create mod does these days. Steve's Carts was like that kind of, except you had like a solar powered farming cart. Inventory cable. I only need one manager. How do I make the rest of the stuff? I need inventory cable, redstone emitter, redstone receiver, block detector, block gate. We need this. This here. What if I do this? I've never been much for this visual programming. But condition. Oh, redstone node. Okay, not right. I might need a redstone node. Here. Time between is triggerable. is this time between this command? Okay, so this I think is a clock. That's how you delete them. I've never been good with visual programming. It is one of my weak uh weak areas when it comes to programming logic. I'd rather just use I'd rather just use machine code or ladder logic, which is some of the chunkiest code to use. Okay, so I think these need to be redstone. Or I'd need at least one redstone emitter. Enough redstone around here. And nothing around here really uses redstone. There you are. If I make an emitter, I could technically use the cheaper conduit line. Reconnect all these. Oh, wrong thing. I'll put red. Okay, so that should control those. redstone emitter. Care about side. Strength. I toggle. So right now this should be 4. Let's turn off extract for a little while. Okay, so every second this toggles. Say 10 seconds. Not long enough. Because right now I'm just trying to find the range when the ore transforms. Goes out. I might just put a second emitter. That might be all I need. Which this is only a fraction of this power. Because this thing could do the inventories also. Not enough time. Seconds. Grab some more redstone. Another emitter. There. Signal red. trigger. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I piled these on each other. Okay, so this is 150, 65. It's 663. Okay. So 663. What I want. Alright, still not long enough. Because this is the whole point of this pack, is interactions between mods that aren't the normal mechanics. Like here, I'm trying to use a mod that makes a drawbridge, keep your base safe, as a production machine. This works. As long as I need to get from this to the next part. What else can I do with trigger? I kind of need that, but in turn. Nope, that's inventory stuff. I think it's redstone condition. Okay, so I definitely need another emitter. But the problem is I need to control the emitter. That's still not long enough. Okay, there I found the time, I guess. Need a delay. Oh, that's just more inventory management. This is made more for inventory management, but local variable. feel like I'm really close. This figured out, but I just can't find the functionality I need. Because I just need a delay and some programming logic. Do it for me. Ah. Okay, now I need to go look at the ArtTool stuff. Detector, blockade, sign updater. There we go. These work better with actual, like, actually, if I was using this over the drawbridge, I'd probably be fine. Detector. Okay. Hey, Dipsy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm just racking my brain on a logic control system. Those aren't the right type. Um, can't craft that. I have to... damn it. Trying to get myself some more stone. To work with. I'm going to need a lot more than that. There's a bunch of rock wool. Went through all the trouble of trying to create more. Okay, screw it and build this up. Make it look pretty at some other point. Double checking real quick. Do I have anything interesting in here I can use for logic? No, not really. Okay, so what kind of functions can re-input logic? Okay, so you're just a basic gate. And hoping for some advanced logic. Or you just count. Counter is a simple block that will count redstone pulses and a redstone signal when it reaches a certain number. Then it starts over. Okay, that's good to know. That's what I need, and then active. A redstone to visualize this. I'm very much a visual builder. Yeah, we're getting a pulse. On a pulse, I want a stable signal. I put that repeater I had. Put it in a chest over here, didn't I? Okay, so that does work like I need. Okay. There's a clock and there's a way to make a stable pulse. Here. Be off. Oh, we gotta go to break here, and then we'll be back.